Well, guys, this is always fun to gather around and reflect on what happened in 2024. I think both departments, the commercial lending department and the mortgage department, had phenomenal years, and you guys did an amazing job leading your teams. So I'd like to just share with our members what we were able to accomplish and who we were able to take care of in our communities that we serve. So Richard, let's start with you. Let's just talk about what the mortgage team was able to do in 2024 and tell us kind of what y'all's successes were and what happened in 2024.
So 2024 was a record year. We served 988 families for $234 million, which was an increase from 23 to 24 in volume from 123 million from 1 year difference. So we more than doubled. We also expanded into Amarillo. We hired 3 loan officers there. Our first hire was in February, and then we hired 2 more, I believe, in March. And in Amarillo, we served 172 families for just over $44 million.
That's incredible. That is really exciting. Did you ever imagine
No.
that we would move into that market quickly?
No, it grew fast. It really did.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
And from an Amarillo standpoint, I mean, there was at least 1 month out of 2024, right, that we were #1 in the marketplace for mortgage loans that were committed.
Yep, we were.
Yeah.
We did that.
And so great job. I mean, that's just a phenomenal testament to what everyone is doing out there in the market. Now, also outside of standard mortgage loans, I know it was in 2023 that we rolled out a home equity line of credit, but in 2024 is really where we kind of got that product tightened up and started to originate some of those loans. Do you know what we did in home equity lines of credit in 2024?
Yes. So the HELOC loans, we did 85 loans in 2024 for just over $8 million.
Excellent. So really starting to figure that product out, that loan program out, and serve some families and letting them take advantage of the appreciation that we've experienced in these markets over the last 5 years. And they can tap into that with a line of credit. So that is phenomenal. Now, Justice, you're VP of Operations, so you're over more of the back end of the mortgage loans and making sure that everything happens to get these families to the closing table. So tell me a little bit about your team and what what y'all experienced in 2024.
Yeah, Tracy, 2024 was a great year for the whole team. During that year, our staff actually grew exponentially, which comes with the volume. We actually grew up to 5 processors, 3 closers, and 2 post-closers, which was a really, really big staff to take on. And then we've also, during our second busiest month of the year, we hit 100% of our closings, which was excellent for our team. And just the commitment that we've had for 2024 was to be on top of all of our closings, not miss any closings, and I feel like we were starting to hit that goal constantly.
So when you talk about a closing, what does that mean?
Yeah, so a closing obviously is when our member gets to go in and sign their paperwork on their new home. During when we get the loan, it's usually a 30-day process in which we have to make sure that file gets underwritten to certain guidelines and get to the closing table on time with everything done and finalized. It's a long, tedious process, and so it's really, really important that we try and hit all of our closings, and I feel like we've done a great job of doing that.
Yeah, and is that normal in the industry to be able to hit 100% of your contract closing dates, or?
No, I would say it's not normal. It is obviously what everyone strives for, and it's definitely something that is a key objective for us.
Yeah, that's great. I know you worked really, really hard with your team throughout the year to be able to start hitting those dates, and I want to commend you for getting that done, especially your second largest month ever in history, to be able to have all of those borrowers sign on the date that their contract was scheduled for is quite an accomplishment.
Yes, ma'am.
So excellent job.
Thank you.
David, tell us a little bit about when you're out there on the mortgage side. I know your team, you're VP of Business Development, and so y'all are out there in the communities that we serve day in and day out. But specifically on the mortgage side, tell me a little bit about what your team was able to do and some of the doors y'all were able to open for us in 2024.
Absolutely. So one of our main focuses was to grow into the Amarillo market, and we were able to work with the fastest growing brokerage in Amarillo, and they helped hold our hand as we went down that path to get into the Amarillo market, and helped us get in front of the right potential loan officers and who we needed to work with and who we needed to really just surround ourselves with. So it's been a really good relationship to grow with them and help and now we have a lease in that facility with the number one growing brokerage, and we have a full-time loan officer in there to help kind of cater to them, and it's been a really good relationship to help us grow.
That's awesome, which attributes to the 40-something million that we were able to originate in less than 12 months in a brand new market. So,
and they're one of our top referral groups. So it's really nice that it's still going strong.
Yeah, that's excellent. That is excellent. Amarillo has really welcomed us with open arms, wouldn't you say? They're excited to have a mortgage opportunity within a credit union.
Correct, and it's really cool to use our model in Lubbock and to go into the Amarillo market and just love on them like we do in Lubbock, and they're blown away with how we operate.
Well, I want to commend you. We were talking the other day about some comments that we receive, and it seems like your team just multiplies themselves. They're everywhere. They're at every community event. They work with tons of nonprofits in the community, helping them accomplish their goals, and then also every real estate event that's going on too. So I know y'all are super busy. And your main goal is just to make sure that people in our counties know what products and services we can offer them. Right?
Absolutely. We want to be a good resource for the community, for the real estate agents, and for the buyers and investors to work with both departments. And it's really cool because of the culture that we have and how we're able to just again, love on our communities.
Let's switch gears and let's talk a little bit about our commercial lending team. Primarily, it's real estate as well. And so Ashley is our VP over our commercial team. And so Ashley, tell me a little bit about the accomplishments that your team had in 2024.
Sure. So 2024 was a record year for the MBL department. We originated 218 loans for a little over $55 million. The majority of our loans that we funded this year was new business, which is fantastic. That means that our name is really getting out in the community and people are really referring new members and business to Alliance.
That's awesome. And David, your team also is out in the field, in the market, in the communities, talking about different commercial loans that we have. So if for those that are listening and watching today, tell them a little bit about the different types of loans in that commercial space that you saw us originate in 2024.
Yes, ma'am. So one thing I love about our business lending department is we specialize in real estate. And so that can be your first investment property, first improvement property, or all the way up to like a warehouse or apartment complex. So we've really had a good opportunity to work with newer investors, but also experienced investors to help grow their portfolio the way that they want to grow their portfolio. And it's really cool to see that we're able to do that not only in the Lubbock market, but also in our surrounding areas. So I know one of our more experienced investors recently closed on multiple apartment complexes, one in Amarillo, a couple in Plainview, a couple in Lubbock. So it's really cool to see that growth.
Yeah, and so surprisingly, I don't think a lot of our community is aware that we can do not only the small commercial type loans, but we can also cater to the larger investors that are investing in large apartment complexes. Or is there some other type of collateral or type of loans that we've also done that
Yeah, I mean, we do have some other products, but we specialize in the real estate side. So I mean, if you have a growing business and you want like a company vehicle, I mean, there's opportunities for us to be able to help kind of navigate through that and be a resource and ideally help finance that for you. But ultimately, we like to really focus on the real estate side of things. And I love our after renovation improvement loan, which is really cool for potential investors to get into to purchase the property, but also use our funds to help finance the improvements and really kind of just help them grow their portfolio instead of most financial institutions require a lot down, a higher debt service coverage ratio. It's harder to cash flow, and we have some really cool products that to help navigate through that, and again to cater to the investor that's in front of us.
Now, Ashley, your team too, tell us a little bit about some of the new projects that you worked on in 2024 to help in the future grow your department.
Sure. So this year we implemented Abrigo, which is a loan origination system. Basically, this is a one-stop shop for originating loans that is user-friendly and is going to be very beneficial to our members. Now they can submit applications online where we were doing them through secure email. So it's going to serve our members better when they come to apply for a loan. It's also going to be very important when it comes to reporting, audits, and it really is just a one-stop shop that helps the lenders from start to finish as well as our processors. So it's been great to see the growth of that and what it can really do for our department. And I think it's going to really help save time and just help us better serve our members.
Yeah, and definitely state-of-the-art technology. The credit union, y'all vetted multiple different systems and made sure that we were bringing the best to our members and our commercial customers that do business with us. So, okay. Well, that's awesome, guys. I want to congratulate both departments on record years, and I know 2025 is positioned to do the exact same thing. And so y'all are doing an amazing job leading your teams on behalf of the credit union. So thank you very much for everything you've done in 2024.